Class, we've come to the fifth week. Well, it turns out to be actually the sixth week, 5 units. And I just wanted to give you a little bit of direction for the end of this class and just some tips on, you know, having success with your classes in the future. Some things to guide you along the way. First, all assignments must be turned in by October 1st if you wish to for them to be counted. I really encourage you to submit everything that has been assigned. You'll just do much better in the class. I mean, because you're going to at least get 80, out of 100 for anything that you turn in to put any effort into, and you'll do even better than that, I'm sure. And another aspect, I really encourage you to type your posts in an APA template. The reason being is that especially in the early on aspects of any class, a lot of the postings and the submissions for weekly questions, they're going to be related. So, in this case, it's okay to plagiarize your own posts. Able to use that work, you're thinking already about that. And then we'll also just get you in the habit of better APA style. You don't have to be quite as precise in your posts, but certainly in your papers. Another thing I want to encourage you on, just on your future classes, use different resources. I know some of you mentioned you learn auditorily. Some of you mentioned that you learn by doing. There's just so many different resources out there for those of you who are doing online education. I provided you the crash course, which really, as it turns out, a lot of the material was built from our textbook. That was the guiding force behind it. And so great resource. It just reinforces everything that you've been learning. So use things like that for courses that are coming up. There are 40 lectures in there that are going to be covering topics that you will meet in your other first-year psychology classes. So use those resources. If you have a question, certainly welcome to ask your professor if it's going to be a reliable source, one that is backed up by competent writers. And then also just want to remind you, in these classes, I'll tell you, I've done a lot of different education, and my introductory psychology classes, my classes, course on the Bible and ministry, they just have really stayed with me. They're tools that I use in my work. I work in the helping professions like many of you do, and will work in further capacities. So really engage with the material. If you learn some little tricks, like for instance saving your work from your post, I'm sure you've picked up things. Put those things into practice. They'll really pay off for you. And I just encourage you to draw on other students. Your group work will really help you as you learn how to take in different insights from each other. And enjoy the discussions you have. It's okay to challenge each other now and then, to do it in a respectful way, and to engage in debate on different topics too. You really learn a ton by doing that. It's been a pleasure for me to be a facilitator along this journey. I hope that you've learned some things. I've seen your writing, and you have learned a lot. And so look forward to reading your final papers here, and your posts. And I wish you the best in the name of Jesus. Have the best in your class and the best in your future classes. So God bless you all.